subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Let's get Dr. Black in here. Dr. Black. Dr. Black, hop on, sir. Dr. Black. Waiting on Dr. Black to get it together. His phone is rewinding or doing what it's doing. All right. We get him on in a sec. With Dr. Black, you ready?
Yeah, Tariq, can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's
Hey, Tariq, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the experiment with Liberia? Do you know the history of Liberia?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, no, Liberia, that was something that was, to me, almost it was a failed experiment. And also we have to understand a lot of the people that they brought over there, all of them were not from here. They brought some free blacks from here, a lot of free blacks from the Caribbean, and black people from other parts of Africa, and put them over in Liberia. A lot of black people went over there dying because of some of the diseases and things. Go ahead.
So do you think, because I mean the official U.S. history, right, has it that it's freed U.S. blacks. Do they qualify for
No,
reparations?
no, they don't. Because they left, and it was a very small percentage of them, not too many of them. They don't qualify for reparations. They left. You understand? Just like if I go,
But aren't those direct descendants of freed like U.S. black
yeah,
slaves? I don't know. It seems like you're kind of being very selective here. I
can I
mean,
go?
like
I'm not
I look.
okay. According to some of the DNA sites, I got DNA ancestry going to Nigeria. Can I go up in Nigeria and be a Nigerian citizen?
I think that's a misnomer, right? I think you're kind of trying to
It's
go around the facts,
the
right? Liberia was
the
a country
exact
directly.
same thing you're saying to me, sir. You're saying that they should be citizens or they should get reparations because they have a lineage here, yet I can't go get citizenship in Nigeria and I'm supposed to have lineage there, right? Why can't I get citizenship and I ain't getting no benefits? Why? Huh?
Uh, no, I was muted, but Tariq, I
I
mean,
want you
like if you look at the, yeah, I understand what you're saying, right? But what I'm saying is Liberia was a country directly formed by U.S. blacks, right? And I think there was an organization. I forgot what the name was. Or organization was. It was a U.S.
the American
organization.
Colonization Society, and it was really white people orchestrating that. That was white people orchestrating that. They kind of put black people up there as the front folks. But yeah, what does that mean? They went to another country and
Uh, uh,
they left here. So they're not qualified. The people over there who are so-called descendants of foundational Black Americans, they're not qualified for reparations. They left. They established
and I think also is another story, right? Like you look at the state of Liberia. Why is Liberia not a thriving like nation?
because that was a finesse from day one. It was they didn't have the right resources, they didn't have the right trade establishments, and yeah, most foundational Black Americans weren't with that shit. Frederick Douglass spoke out against it. That wasn't really a foundational Black American endeavor. Now, even though some of the FBAs that were over there, they helped to really, really stop the slave trade from going over there. They did the best they could, but most of us weren't down with what was going on in Liberia. Most of us were really against it. And in fact, it was some of the people who went over there and saw what it was. They came over here and fought harder for the 14th Amendment. People like William Nesbitt, he went over there and wrote about how horrible it was over there and how primitive this shit was over there and tribalistic over there. And it wasn't the business. So came over and made sure that we had our rights and citizenship here. So yeah, that wasn't a real FBA endeavor, sir, because we weren't from there. So you took a bunch of people and put them in a foreign land. Yeah, it ain't gonna really work out like that. Right?
Do you think that if, let's say, an experiment like that was to happen again, right, with true FBAs from America, and we brought them to an empty, just like almost like how Israel occupied that territory, right? Like, and there's no like white interference, right? What do you
You broke up, sir.
think the result like? Sorry about that. Can you hear me
Well, the
now?
thing is, the white supremacists, here's the problem. They always kind of interfere with shit. They'll directly or indirectly interfere with the trade, with the land, with the soil, with the ecosystem. They do that all the time. Even here, when we set up independent black towns that's starting to thrive, the white supremacists, they come along and do something to the water supply. They did that with
It seems like you're just making excuses here, though. Like I don't know. Like you're
yeah,
either a strong like.
yeah. If you do something, yeah, there's an excuse for it, and we're going to acknowledge the excuse. Yes, there is an excuse. If you do something and sabotage people, that's going to be acknowledged. That is an excuse, and you shouldn't do it. If you didn't do it, have it.
I mean, do
If
you think that
if
when the
you
white colonialists came here
you
to America,
didn't do it, we wouldn't have an excuse. So don't give us an excuse, sir. You understand? Now, the black. Let me ask you this: where's your family from? Where's your family from, sir?
you already know where my family's from. I'm from
I
Africa,
don't know what part, and I don't remember. You told me, but I forgot. What part of Africa, sir?
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Now, sir, you are really pointing a lot of fingers. How come Cameroon ain't popping?
It's our fault. We were colonized by the French, right? Just like you're making all these excuses, and and I see it as we're weak people. You know, we're not strong to stand up to our colonial oppressors, same as the
Weakness
FBA's
to us,
in
and you're trying
America.
to project your weak, failed, fleeing disposition onto us, and we're not the same, sir. We're not.
We are the same.
We're,
It's the same
we're not.
experiment everywhere, right? You look at
We're
Liberia. Look at
not. No,
the
no,
blacks in America.
Liberia. Those were other Africans over there too, sir. So it wasn't just us. It was Caribbeans.
I know you know your history. You know your history. You
Right,
know.
sir, stop it, because you keep trying to project your tether failure onto us. Liberia, that wasn't an FBA endeavor, sir. You understand? Most of us were not with that. So,
See, this is my
because
problem.
you can keep trying to use Liberia, I've already debunked it. And because you don't really have a good comeback for it, you keep bringing it up after it's been debunked, which makes you look weak. Which is, you've already admitted to being weak. And that's why you're weak, because y'all don't take an L and just move on. You keep wallowing in a damn L. You took an L, move on.
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
not
you've
taking an L.
taken an L. Just like in your homeland. Y'all sit up there just eating bush meat and running around with mosquito burgers and shit. And
I've
uh,
told you this multiple
look,
times
hey,
before.
I'm eating a mosquito burger. I need to do better. So stop wallowing in failure and do better. Go to another direction. Stop just doing the same shit over.
Sorry,
Oh, I'm
can I just speak, please?
dissension, because you keep repeating the same failed talking point that has been repeatedly debunked. And you think bringing it up again is going to help your narrative, and it's not, sir. Learn how to just put the bush meat down. All right, put down the mosquito burger and go in another direction. That's what a smart person does. If you're doing something that's not working, that means you go into a different direction. How long have you been over here? Y'all, you told me before, but I forgot. How long you been over here, Mr. Black?
I've been in America for the last like
20
20
years. So you've
years.
been over here tethering off of us for the longest.
No, I'm not in America anymore. I moved back
You're
to
not in
Cameroon.
Cameroon now. If you don't stop, let's don't start lying,
I am in Cameroon right now.
sir. I don't believe it. Your phone service is too good. I don't believe that. You have crystal clear phone service. You're not in Cameroon. I don't believe that.
See this that's see that misconception. That's like it's like
That's
racism.
not you're
Come on.
lying. And y'all be lying. So yes, everything you say is going to be questioned.
A lot of part of Cameroon and Africa is well developed. It's actually better than some
You're
black neighborhoods in
number
America.
one, when y'all leave there, it's like an escape. Ain't going back. I don't believe you're there. Your phone service sounds too good. Y'all,
You want me to take a picture of the red
uh,
dirt here in Cameroon?
sir, take a picture of the bushmeat and send it. Let me see that. Then I believe you. Show me what you had for breakfast. All right. You had some,
I had an oatmeal with
sir,
omelets for breakfast. You
sir,
know,
you had an orangutan pancake. All right. That's what you had for breakfast. You had orangutan.
Look, Tariq,
You,
can I just make my a point real quick, and I'll bow out, because it's your
you had
space.
orangutan, pancakes, and groundhog hash browns. All right. Let me get my brother McCall in here. Brother McCall, hop on in here.
Thank you, great one. Dr. Beck, how are you, sir?
Yes, Mr. McCall.
Okay. So you have three options: flee or fight, flight or fawn. You can tap out now or be humiliated. What's your choice? You want to leave the stage?
I'm I'm here. I'm here to make a point, McCall. Let me ask you, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about the Liberia experiment
80%,
of the
sure.
freed U.S. blacks
80%,
coming back to Africa?
80% of the people who were sent there, sir, were murdered by the indigenous people. Next question. You should tap out. Seriously. Tap out. Okay?
So 80% of the freed blacks were murdered by the native
Mhm.
Liberians.
Yeah. Just like if we sent 20,000 foundationals to a location there that's landlocked, something similar will happen again. Don't you agree?
Okay, McCall. Then explain to me why Haiti is in a state of despair, right?
Okay, sure. Because
You
they're
got a
not.
lot of
Yeah, okay.
freed black slaves
You want me
from
to
Haiti
explain?
that took
Do you,
control.
do you want me to explain? Because they're more African.
I'm all
Listen, because they're more African than they are foundational. They are more like you than us. How's that? You should tap out.
it. See, this is my problem, right? You're trying to delineate and you're trying to run away from your roots. And I always tell this to Tariq, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Africa as a whole is not a developing, thriving nation,
Mm-hmm.
black people everywhere will
Mm-hmm.
never ever
Okay,
have
I
a
got you.
footing.
Let me. Okay, I got you.
You look at the
I got your point.
Chinese.
I got your point, sir. You outnumber foundationals 350 to 1. Is the problem numbers or is it intelligence slash political will? Pick one.
No,
No, no.
no. The
Answer my
problem is
question.
that
Is it intelligence or political will? Which one is it?
it's actually both, in my opinion.
Okay, so
Right.
my next question. Hold on,
The point.
because
Wait,
I don't want to center myself, and I do want to leave. I have a lot of work to do. Okay, but I appreciate the respectful engagement that we're having, sir. Okay, let me just say this. What is your occupation?
I'm a software engineer.
Perfect. Software engineers rule. They rule the world. The concept, the traditional concept of what we know as politicians are obsolete. We're in a technocratic world. Run your nation AI generated. Remove your politicians. Create programs that can build efficiently, like what's happening in the US, and you'll win. Organize your young engineers and come up with a plan. Okay? Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Brother Tariq, for the opportunity to speak. I'll land.
Thank you, brother. Yes. All right, Dr. Black. But yeah, Dr. Black, you're doing a lot of projecting, sir. You're projecting a lot of your failures onto us. You're trying to make us all one big failure like you. That's what you're trying to do. Like, hey, we all failures. No, no, we're not. So you just
No, I think the first step is to understand the failure, right? That's how you tackle the problem. If you run away and you believe yourself to be all high and mighty, but you're just like shitting, like sitting in your own shit. You're never gonna get anywhere. And I think like your action of trying to delineate and 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 remove your association with the African homeland, it's never gonna work, right? And I always tell you this way because I look at it
how
like this:
slow
the
down. We're not connected to Africa, sir. Africa doesn't do anything for us. So what you mean it's not going to work? Sir, we've been on our own for centuries. Dr. Black, what has Africa done for foundational Black Americans? Come on now, talk to me. What has Africa
It's not that, it's not what it's done for you, right? You have to understand. I wish you knew where your family before, like they were like enslaved and brought
Dude,
into
nobody
America.
knows where their people were 500 years ago. Y'all don't even know over there in the continent. Y'all don't know that. These
I know exactly where my family's from. I can trace my family roots all the way
no, you
back to
can't.
like
Not that
1400s. I
can't.
can't.
You cannot back to the 1400s. Cameroon didn't exist then, sir. You
Of course, Cameroon didn't exist, but Cameroon was a concept
right,
created by the
was
Germans, right?
was right.
But
It didn't exist, and those tribal groups over there, they weren't in that area. They were
but the area that's here has been existing for the last like thousands of years,
millions of
right?
been there
And
millions of years, and different groups move around there. Y'all weren't there. That's those tribal groups were remixed. Some of those tribes are relatively new. These are not old ancient tribes. Some of the Arabs push you down into that area. Then the Portuguese push you into another direction. Then the Germans push you into another direction. So y'all from all over the place. You don't have a real deeply rooted lineage over there like y'all pretend to have, right? Come on now, let's talk real.
we do,
How
Tariq,
long-
and I wish I
What
can like
tribe is your
I could
what
show you
tribe is your
documents
family from? How
Bamileke
long have they been over there in the area now known as Cameroon?
for the last maybe 900 years, according to
Okay.
my father
What
when he
to your
tells me about
father?
the history.
Y'all, this is what you're saying. Y'all have been in that area for 900 years and people are still shitting in the streets.
The reason people are shit in the streets is because the same excuses you use, right? Of the white supremacy, of all this, the sabotage, right?
Sir,
But
we've been here thousands of years, hundreds of years. As foundational Black Americans, we can say hundreds of years. Um, we ain't shitting in the streets, sir. And we never
but I've been in some black
hit
neighborhoods, Tariq, and it makes me more afraid than some of the neighborhoods here
the
in Cameroon.
streets. You ain't never seen. In fact, the modern
I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Not shit in the street. I'm talking about like just the rampant drug use, just like the horrible like state of affairs,
oh, you have
right? And you know
really
there's a lot of ghetto black neighborhoods, and it's not the fault of black people. It's the
you
fault
ain't
of like everybody else
yeah,
around
that's
you.
something that's imposed. That's something that's imposed on certain areas, and we still reject that. Yeah,
You know about
most
redlining.
black neighborhoods are not drugged out and people shitting in the streets. Sir, your whole country is that. It's shitting in the streets and shanty towns. And you've been there for 900 years and y'all can't really get it popping. Y'all can't build roads. Y'all still run around on dirt roads after 900 years. That what you saying?
What I'm saying is, right, Tariq, for example, let me give you a simple example. Right now, there's the huge influx of the Chinese coming into Cameroon,
Oh,
right? And they're coming in, they're investing, they're putting money in. What I'm
oh,
saying is, why isn't FBAs doing something like that, right? Where you guys are extending out, providing the economic resources to develop Cameroon or Africa as a
because
whole, right? And
y'all scam us all the time. When we try
there you
to,
go. But
there's
why why
horror
the, why
stories.
why why the Chinese not getting scammed?
When we go over there trying to do good business, y'all scam the hell out of us. FBAs are always going over there trying to invest, trying to uplift the people, trying to invest resources and do good for the communities over there. And we're the main ones y'all finesse. Y'all finesse us left and right. We're not going over there to keep getting finessed. Every week, there's black folks over there somewhere in one of the West African nations on the internet crying, talking about they didn't got their land confiscated, they didn't got some money taken. There's always a damn finesse. Speaking of Cameroon, old girl Issa Rae, she said, ain't she from Cameroon, right? Ain't her family from Cameroon?
I have no, maybe, I
Right.
don't
And
know.
FBA family, give me a thumbs up. Ain't Issa Rae, ain't her family from there? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Let me make sure. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna double check. 1 second. I could have swore her family's from oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. God damn it. This shit is doing spell check on my ass. I'm putting in Issa. That shit's putting in Lisa. No, I mean Issa, God damn it. Hold on, let me double check. I think her family's from no, Senegal. They're from Senegal. Wait. Senegal. They're from Senegal. Not too far though. They're from Senegal. And she said that her dad went over there and they had her here. They anchored her here, then went back over there, and her dad got finessed out of a lot of money. So yeah, just finessing nonstop. Just people are getting finessed left and right all over there, man. So yeah, don't ask why we're not investing anything. We've done enough, man. And they've been running finessing scams on us over there for the longest. It's just we're tired of it, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. And there's a lot of people scamming here. That's not a doubt at all. But what I'm saying
Right.
is, I see a lot of other, right, like primarily Chinese right now. They're coming in and they're building, they're actually establishing, and they're not getting
Yeah,
scammed,
they're going in
right?
there. They're going in there like a military. They're going in there setting up shop and they're distancing themselves from the finesse. They're going in there making investments and they're militarily protecting those investments. And they're going in there colonizing. They're going in there on some colonizing shit. They're going in there on a hostile takeover. They're letting you guys know, yeah, we're gonna give you guys a loan, and if you don't pay us back this loan, which we know you ain't, we're gonna start taking all of your natural resources. So they're not going in there doing no business with you. You're getting colonized by the Chinese. Um, all of the statues and the museums and the roads, they're the ones finessing your ass. Yeah, and they're backed up by entire governments. When we go over there, we're not backed up by governments. We're not going in there trying to militarily colonize you. We're not trying to extrapolate all your resources. We're not trying to finesse you. We're the only people who go over there trying to do good, genuine business. And because we ain't coming in there on a military stronghold thing, y'all like, well, niggas, let's just take the money and run. They ain't got no backup. So y'all be on that type of shit. Y'all can't do that with the Chinese because they'll come in there with the military on your ass. You renege on one of them deals and try to finesse them, they'll take your damn airport from your ass. So you be on your best P's and Q's with them, but y'all finesse the shit out of us. So yeah, we're cool. We're cool. You feel me?
I think one day Tariq is gonna click in with what I'm saying to you.
It's
And
click.
you know, I hope that your endeavors of trying to get reparation in America works out. But don't forget about the Liberians, right? Those are your brothers and sisters too.
Oh no, they forfeited their lineage. They went somewhere else and became a whole different group. They had an ethnogenesis in Liberia, sir. They had a whole different ethnogenesis. So that's like saying that I can go in Nigeria because I have a Nigerian lineage and I can't. So it don't work like that. There's something called ethnogenesis. And they had an ethnogenesis, we had an ethnogenesis. So that's what it is. He left. Yeah, no. We ain't about to go over there and just keep getting finessed. We ain't playing that game. We're not playing that game. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. Look, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z. The best deodorant in the world is Rootwork, and you can get that at rootworkstyle.com. Rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. The best deodorant ever. All right. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Papi Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who changed the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com.
Let's discover our hidden heroes together.